Stampers, this is Trevis. Thanks for watching today for YouTube Tuesday. So today we are going to be making a birthday card using Wildflower Birthday Designer Series paper. This paper is so cute and it is found in the annual catalog, so it's going to be retiring soon. So I want to try to use it up. I'm also going to be using some glimmer paper that is, I think, in the online exclusive still. It's the Old Olive Berry Burst White glimmer paper. I used all the white at Christmas time, but I still had some of this Old Olive, and it doesn't really look like Old Olive. It's so bright. So I'm going to be using that today. I'm also going to be using a new stamp set that is going to be in the new annual catalog, and it's called Layered Thoughts. This stamp set is so cute. It has lots of different sentiments, and they're big. So we're going to do something a little different with that today. I'm also going to be using a little tiny heart from Be My Valentine set. This has been around a couple years. I think it was in a mini catalog, and now I think it's still in the annual. I can't remember. There's so much stuff on the online exclusives. If you are not checking the online exclusives, please do so. That is where all of the gems are. If you're looking in the annual catalog and you're like, I don't see anything that I need, but if you look at the online exclusives, you will find something. So let's get started today. I'm going to be using 3 stamp pads that coordinate with this designer series paper. Blueberry Bushel, Pretty in Pink, and Soft Sea Foam. So those are my 3 colors today. So let's get started. Put the camera down. Whoa, wonky camera today, sorry. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to be using for my card base Pretty in Pink. This is 5.5 by 8.5. So I did score it at 4 1/4. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this in half. Okay, and then for the inside, I cut a piece of Soft Sea Foam, and this is 4 by 5 1/4. So it's going to fit nicely inside. I didn't show you, but this is one of the items I'm going to be using from the Wildflower Birthday punch outs. There's like 2 sheets of punch outs. They're not self-stick, so I kind of like that because you can pop them up really easily. And the designer series paper is, so it's not necessarily birthday, right? You could use that for a really cute baby card, or you can turn it over and it has the gold embossed birthday cakes. So that is so cute. Here's that glimmer paper I talked about. Look at that. It's so gorgeous. And it really, is it Old Olive? It says Old Olive, but it really is so bright. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is so simple. I am going to add this to my card. So this is, I'm going to take this bracelet off because it's going to clink. This is 3 3/4 by 5. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to my card. So what I'm going to do on Friday is I'm going to step this card up. So just so you know that again this week, just like last week, I did a simple card on Tuesday and a stepped up version on Friday. So we're going to do that again this week. Now I'm going to go ahead and add this. And I'm started thinking I might go this way with it. Yeah. Which is very unusual for me because I'm kind of a straight person. I kind of like it perfectly straight, but today I'm going to do that. Okay, so what I want to do now is try and decide if I should pop this up, and I'm thinking yes, I should. So I'm going to go ahead and put some dimensionals on the back. Yeah, so these are, again, there's 2 sheets of these. I'm going to put an extra one on there. They are all adorable. There's like, you know, full cakes, there's flowers, there's balloons, just a ton of stuff on there. So, okay, so now I am going to keep this straight because to me, the candle has to be straight, just saying. And then there's this little flower. So I'm just going to add this to the top of my cake, just right here around that. Okay, super simple, right? The inside, I am going to use my Layered Thoughts. And the first thing I want to do is just use this little tiny heart from Be My Valentine. I'm just going to add some little hearts all over, random. So I'm using my Soft Sea Foam, and I'm just going to add these little hearts. Oops, that one wasn't the best. Okay, see if I can line that up again. Yeah. So what I like about photopolymer is you can, you know, if you mess up, you can really see your image and you can fix it. Well, you know what? Another bracelet. I know, I wear too many bracelets. Okay, so I've got little hearts all over this. Okay, like it. Now I'm going to leave this open because I'm going to do something with daubers. Well, actually, I don't think I'm going to use that color. I'm going to use Pretty in Pink and Blueberry Bushel. See how this works. All right, so I'm going to take my stamp that says Happy Birthday. And this is a huge stamp, right? So I need a big block. And since I did the front of my card kind of on an angle, I'm going to do that with this. But first, I'm going to add some color to it. Instead of just putting it in the ink pad, I'm going to use my dauber, and I'm going to pull some color onto the Happy. Just the Happy. And if your stamp pads aren't juicy, probably need to add a little re-inker to them if you're doing this technique, because you do need to, you know, pull up pretty much ink with your dauber. Okay, and now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pull up a Blueberry Bushel, and I'm going to do a two-tone Happy Birthday. So this is an old technique that we haven't used in a while, but I like it. Okay, so once it's all completely inked, I'm gonna just breathe on it a little bit, and I'm gonna put it up a little bit higher so I can write something underneath it. Look at that. Okay, so what I did was, without even, you know, putting the stamp in the ink pad, I just used my daubers and I daubered the ink on. Okay, so I'm liking that. I left this space, it's light enough that you could write on, so I left that blank down there. Let's close these pads so we don't put our hand in them. And mount this onto our card base. And voila, super simple, super cute card. This could be for anybody. Could be for a little girl, could be for your best friend. Who doesn't like a big hunk of birthday cake? So thanks for watching today. My name's Trevis Bossler, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in St. Louis, Missouri, and I will see you on Friday with a very similar card, only stepped up. I'm going to be using some more new product and show you a little cute technique. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye.